right, it's another beautiful Friday to talk sports on Honor 103.5 FM. I'm broadcasting live from Bodija here in the beautiful city of Ibadan. This is Sport Today, where we celebrate the latest and the biggest making the round in the world of sport. Thank God it's Friday. It's about time to fulfill destiny. It's about time to preach the gospel according to the world of sport. Another weekend of brilliant activities. I'm talking about Formula 1 because it's about to go down in the world of Formula 1. And in the world of basketball, several matches will be decided over the weekend. And don't you forget, in the English Premier League, Spanish La Liga, and of course, in Italian Serie A, several matches will go down this beautiful weekend. And just yesterday, in the Europa League, and of course, in the Europa Conference League, matches went down. Of course, Liverpool, back-to-back win for them. And for West Ham United, it was a massive victory for them. My name is Ayomikun Adeniyi. Of course, you can simply call me Purity, your sporting investor. Definitely, I'm not the only one in the studio. I got DJ Core on the wheel of steel. And of course, for Lashade Rachel right there. Yes, you can join us on our Facebook platform, Honor 103.5 FM. All right, we start with basketball this beautiful Friday morning. I'm talking about the MBBF Zenith Football League. Zenith Women Basketball League going down in Asaba. And just yesterday, we witnessed three beautiful matches involving MFM Basketball and, of course, First Bank. I remember the last game for First Bank against Sunshine Angels. It was a defeat for First Bank team. And, of course, it was a back-to-back defeat for them just yesterday against MFM Basketball team. Yes, in the first quarter of the game, it was dominated by the team from MFM, recording just 9 points against 7 points, just 2 point difference in the first quarter of the game. And in the second quarter, MFM dominating, proceeding, recording 10 points over 7 points. And in the third quarter of that game, it was another back-to-back win for MFM, recording 12 points against 11 points. And in the last quarter of the game, which is the fourth quarter, a First Bank recorded just 10 points. At the end of the day, it was total 40 points recorded for MFM basketball team. And First Bank with just 35 points. And yesterday we saw the game involving IGP Queens and of course against Dolphin. Interesting moment from the first quarter of the game. I've seen Dolphin dominating the first quarter, recording just 12 points. Against 6 points for IGP's Queen. And in the second quarter of the game, IGP team came back, recording 17 points against 14 points. Yes, a beautiful display of action in the third quarter of the game. IGP recording 12 points and leaving Dolphin with just 5 points. And at the last quarter of the game, dominated by IGP. At the end of the day, it was 48 points for IGP Queens and of course 34 points for Dolphin. The last game that we saw yesterday, Sunshine Angels against the Bayelsa Wales. Interesting fourth quarter. The first quarter was very interesting. Of course, Bayelsa recording 10 points in the first quarter and leaving 6 points for Sunshine Angel. And in the second quarter also, they do record 12 points and leaving Sunshine Angels with just 9 points. They did that in the third quarter of the game. And of course, the fourth quarter was won by the Sunshine Angel. At the end of the day, it was a 41 points recorded for Bayelsa Wales. And of course, Sunshine Angel with just 39 points. So in the match day 3, victory for MFM basketball team, a victory for IGP Queens, and of course, victory for Bayelsa Wales. Alright, still talking basketball this beautiful Friday morning. And to let you know, the draw for the Olympic qualification has been done yesterday. And of course, Nigeria is in Group B alongside the Senegal, USA, and host Belgium. Also, we have Group C, where we have the likes of Brazil, Germany, Serbia, and of course Australia. And in the last group, where we have Spain, Uruguay, and of course Japan in that particular group. Trust me, 3 teams will make it down to the Olympic Games. All right, away from basketball, let's go straight to Formula 1 and to let you know that later this weekend it will be the turn of our Qatar Grand Prix, and to let you know that this Friday, today, practice section will go down, and tomorrow is going to be a sprint Saturday, and of course on Sunday, which will be the grand finale of the Qatar Grand Prix. Trust us on this dial. On Monday, we'll be back here to give you the latest coming from the world of Formula 1. All right, away from Formula 1, let's go back to football and to start from the local scene. And just yesterday, we saw the draw involving the Nigeria Women Football League. Talking about the senior league of the Nigerian girls here in Nigeria. Yes, we have 2 groups. And of course, we have new guests also joining the league. Talking about Ekiti Queens also are back to the league, and of course Sunshine Queens are back also. So checking out the group this beautiful Friday morning in Group A, where we have the Abia Angels alongside the Royal Queen Ninja Writers also in Group A. And don't you forget the likes of Adamawa Queens, Nasarawa Amazon, and of course Atlant Queen are all in Group A. In Group B, which we say is a group of death, the group of death. Delta Queens is in Group B, Ekiti Queens in Group B, Edo Queens also in Group B, Rivers Angels right there in Group B also. We have Sunshine Queen and of course Bayelsa Queen all in Group B. All is set to go down. Talking from the Nigerian Female Football League. And this weekend, several action will go down in the Nigerian Premier Football League, because we have 10 matches that will be decided. Remember, in the match day 1, we witnessed some beautiful moments. I've seen the likes of newcomers Sporting Lagos against Gobe United, which ended in a victory for Sporting Lagos, recording 2 goals to nothing. And of course, we saw the game involving Shooting Stars and Plateau United here in the city of Ibadan. And of course, it was a massive victory for Shooting Stars. Also, in the in another part of the country, we saw the game involving Castina United and of course Kwara United, which was a victory for Kwara United. Atlanta of Were against Lobistad ended in a 2-2 draw. Enugu Rangers was at home against Doma United, and of course it was a victory for the Rangers. Bayelsa United against Aqua United ended 5-3 in favor of Bayelsa United. And of course this weekend is set to go down also. Don't you forget that Shonen Stars against Kano Pillars was a victory for Shonen Stars. Just 1 goal to nothing. Later this weekend, Saturday, another games are going to go down this weekend. Pendel against Shooting Stars of Ibadan. It's going to come at 4 p.m. Nigerian time on Saturday. Doma United will be at home against Bayelsa United. In the Northwest Derby is going to be the time of Kano Pillars against Castina United. And don't forget, Aqua United will be at home against newcomer Sporting Lagos. Gombe United will be at home against the champions of the Nigerian Premier League, talking about Enyimba Football Club of Aba. And also Kwara United against Abia Warriors. Lobby Stars of Makurdi will be at home against the Sunny Stars of Akure. Ninja Tornadoes against Rivers United. Plateau United lost their first game to Shooting Stars, but then they will be at home against the Atlant Football Club of Owerri. And of course, Remo Stars against Enugu Rangers. right, away from the local scene, let's just straight to Europe and talk about the matches that were decided yesterday in the Europa League and, of course, in the Europa Conference League. Several matches, a lot of matches went down yesterday. Jose Mourinho, AS Roma side was in action, and of course, it was 4-0 on your part. And yesterday we saw the game involving Sporting CP and, of course, Atlanta. 2-1 in favor of Atlanta, winning away from home. Marseille was at home against Brighton, ended 2-2, and guess what? Brighton came back from 2 goals to snatch a draw away from home. Also, another English side yesterday was West Ham United away to Freiburg, and of course it was a victory for them. 17 victory in a row for West Ham in the European competition. Also, we saw the game involving Real Betis yesterday. 2-1 on their part. Rangers lost yesterday to 2-1. Ajax play a 1-1 draw. Bayern Leverkusen away from home, getting that famous 2-1 victory yesterday. Villarreal at home, winning, recording just 1-0. And in the Europa Conference League yesterday, a whole lot of matches went down. Right away from that, let's go to matches that will go down later this weekend, ranging from French Ligue 1 to German Bundesliga, Italian Serie A, English Premier League, and of course Spanish La Liga. Several matches is set to go down starting from today. And in the Italian Serie A, Empoli will be at home against Udinese. Lecce against Sassuolo will go down later today right there at the Italian Serie A. And in the Spanish La Liga, Atletico Bilbao against Almeria will go down later today. Yes, and as for tomorrow, yes, we have several matches ranging from the English Premier League. Luton Town will be at home against Tottenham Hotspur. Burnley also will be at home against Chelsea. Everton will be at home against Bournemouth. Fulham also will be at home against Sheffield United. And of course, a struggling Manchester United against Brentford. Crystal Palace will host Nottingham Forest. Talking about the Luton Town games against the Tottenham Hotspur. The last time this side met in the Premier League was in the year 1992. And of course, the first leg was a goalless draw. And the second leg in the year 1991, November 16, it was a victory for Tottenham Hotspur because they defeated Luton Town by 4-1. Checking through the record between Luton Town and Tottenham Hotspur. In the year 1991, it was a goalless draw in the first leg of that game. Also in the year 1990, which they met right there at the Premier League, it was a 1-1 draw. And in the year 1899, they play a goalless draw also. Alright guys, you're still on to sport today on Honor 103.5 FM. Still talking sports in a big way. Right about now, we are going on a short commercial break, and when we return, we'll take a look at other matches that will go down later this weekend. Stay there, don't go anywhere.
On the 103.5 FM. lótìtọ́ àti lódodo bá a ti rìn lákòóní láti wá look trendy níbikíbi àti nígbàkúùgbà. Iléeṣẹ́ amúnidára Mike Tomon Bespoke Tailor ní gbogbo ayé ná báyìí. Oh yes, upwardly mobile individuals are now pitching their tent with Mike Tomon Bespoke Tailor to look trendy and corporate at all times. At Mike Tomon, we handle corporate, natives, casuals, uniforms, and all kinds of fashion design. There is also laundry and dry cleaning service at Mike Tomon's. Ìròyìn wa tó àmójúbà o. Ẹ kàn sí iléeṣẹ́ Mike Tomon Bespoke Tailor lẹ́ni ní number 30 Adébájọ Road, Kogi, Bódìjà, Ìbàdàn, or call 080-3644-8054. At Mike Tomon Bespoke Tailor, we help people look good.
Do you need a reliable and super fast unlimited internet for your business and home use? If yes, iWorld Networks is your solution. With our uptime affordable internet via fixed broadband, no data caps and throttling, you can enjoy your distance learning, business meetings, and family time with our reliable internet. With 24/7 proactive customer support and 99.8% uptime. We also provide connectivity for offices, schools, financial services, hotels, government, etc. Chat with us on www.iwn.ng. iWorld Networks, we've got you covered. Sign up and get connected today.
Attention broadcasters, independent producers, and content streamers. This is your chance to buy or sell quality content. At Africast 2023, the National Broadcasting Commission (NBC) will be launching the very first ever Nigerian TV and film content hub. Join us from the 24th to the 26th of October at the Marriott Hotel Ikeja, Lagos, and be part of a game-changing experience. Content Hub is your destination for content acquisitions, aggregation, licensing, and distribution of both local and international programs across for broadcasters in Nigeria. For more inquiries, visit www.africast.com.ng. Content Hub, your easy and affordable access to quality and affordable content. Don't miss out. The Africast Content Hub, brought to you by the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, in collaboration with NIFS.
On the 103.5 FM.
Alright, you welcome back from that short commercial break. Still talking sport today on Honor 103.5 FM. We send company side tomorrow will be at home against Chelsea. And of course, remember, Burnley last game in the English Premier League against Linton Town ended in a victory for them. That is their first win in the Premier League this season. And the last game against Newcastle United was a defeat for them because Newcastle defeated them by 2-0. And in the EFL Cup, they won 4-0. United defeated Burnley right there at the English Premier League this season by 1-0. And Nottingham Forest against Burnley ended in a 1-1 draw. And talking about Chelsea this season against Fulham, it was a victory for them, 2-0. And the game involving Chelsea and Brighton in the EFL Cup remained a victory for Chelsea also. And remember that Chelsea lost at home against Aston Villa this season, 1-0, and the game involving Bournemouth and Chelsea ended in a goalless draw. And Nottingham Forest also came to the bridge, and of course it was a victory for Nottingham Forest as far as this season is concerned. And talking about Burnley and Chelsea, remember the last time they met, that was in year 2022. And of course it was a victory for Chelsea, recording 4-0. And in the year 2021, they met at the Stamford Bridge, and of course it was a 1-1 draw. I remember that same year they met at Stamford Bridge also in the Premier League. And of course it was a victory for Chelsea, 2-0. And in the year 2020, Chelsea against Burnley away from home, 3-0 in favor of Chelsea. And in the reverse picture also, Chelsea defeating Burnley by 3-0. So later tomorrow, they will go head-to-head in the English Premier League. Alright, you can go to our Facebook platform and drop your prediction in the game involving Chelsea and Burnley later tomorrow. right, struggling United will be at home against Brentford later tomorrow also. Interesting game ahead of this weekend. Remember, United lost in the Champions League against Galatasaray 3-2, and before then they lost at the Old Trafford also to Crystal Palace 1-0. And in the EFL Cup against Crystal Palace, it was a massive victory for them, defeating Crystal Palace by 3-0. I remember they met Burnley this season, and of course it was a victory away from home to them. And in the Champions League, they met Bayern Munich and they lost 4-3 in that particular encounter. And talking about Brentford, as far as this season is concerned, the game involving them and Nottingham Forest ended in a 1-1 draw. And they lost to Arsenal also. And don't you forget, they lost to Everton by 3-1. They lost to Newcastle United and they play a 2-2 draw against Bournemouth. And talking about Manchester United and Brentford, the last time they met, that was last season. And of course, it was a victory for United at home. Although in the first leg of that game, they lost to United by 4-0. Brentford winning that game by 4-0, if you could remember. And in the year 2002, United at Old Trafford against Brentford was a victory for United. And Brentford in the reverse feature, back-to-back loss for them that season. And in the year 2021, it was a 2-2 draw. So later tomorrow is going to go down between United and of course Brentford. Alright, away from the English Premier League, let's go straight to Italian Serie A and matches that will go down later tomorrow. Girona will be at home against AC Milan, Juventus at home against Torino, and of course Inter will be at home also against Bologna. And in the Spanish La Liga this weekend, Real Madrid will be at home against Osasuna. Sevilla also will be at home against Rayo Vallecano. Mallorca against Valencia. Cadiz against Girona. And in the German Bundesliga on Saturday game, Dortmund will be at home against Union Berlin. RB Leipzig will be at home against Bochum. And several other matches are set to go down later tomorrow. It's going to be a very interesting weekend in the world of sport. And don't forget, like I told you, this weekend, later today, Formula 1 will kickstart right there at the Qatar Grand Prix. And in the world of tennis also, several matches will go down this weekend. And in the world of basketball, in the local scene, several matches will go down also in football. Trust us, we'll be back here on Monday to give you the latest and the biggest coming from all these actions that will go down this weekend. And later tomorrow, 11 p.m. Nigerian time, it will be the time for Sports Arena, where we give you critical analysis in the world of sport. Until I come your way later tomorrow for Sports Arena, I still remain Ayomikun Adeniyi. Of course,